The Los Angeles Dodgers acquired Jack Flaherty, Tommy Edman, Ahmed Rosario, Kevin Kiermaier, Michael Kopech, and sure, Brent Honeywell Jr. We'll tack him onto the end there. Flaherty is the big one. He comes over from the Tigers in the middle of something of a bounce back full season for the right-hander. He's from Los Angeles. He'll be a free agent at the end of the year, kind of a rental. They paid a pretty decent price to go and get him. Does he start a playoff game for them? I would say right now, yes. I would say he does. Now, again, the Dodgers have had so many pitching injuries, and it's just unclear who's coming back when and what they'll look like when they come back. Bobby Miller could start game 2, or he could not throw another big league pitch for the Dodgers, right? But like Walker Buehler could be totally butt or start game 1. We just don't know. Jack Flaherty coming to LA gives them more cushion.
This is a perfect example of the Dodgers looking around and being like, all right, no one else wants to trade for Jack Flaherty? Sure. Whatever, right? There are all kinds of other teams we've already mentioned where it's like, really? You couldn't use another starter? And the Dodgers have so many prospects that they were able to wait out to the literal last minute and be like, all right, fine, we'll get Jack Flaherty. Maybe he starts for us in the playoffs. Maybe he doesn't. But it's a nice, expensive luxury insurance policy for all of our injured pitchers. So in that sense, I think it's pretty good. I think Edman and Rosario are very interesting pickups. Edman could prove to be very good, but has a lot to prove there. Kiermaier certainly gives them center field depth that they've needed. I think it's a B. I think it's a B for me for them. Maybe that's a little. Kopech also, I think, could actually end up being real. I would not be surprised if he's kind of awesome for them and he's under team contract. So yeah, maybe even still a B plus for them. I think they actually did okay considering how few impact players actually ended up moving.
Yeah. Again, is this a team going for it?
Well,
no.
Well, I mean,
is anyone though?
Yes. It doesn't undo what they've done to this point. I mean, yes, of course they're going for it. But
right. This is it's a bit of an underwhelming deadline, but it's important to remember all they did during the winter. You're right. I would also give them a B. San Diego Padres. Nobody wins the deadline like AJ Preller, baby.
A-, baby. Who cares about the prospects? They'll regenerate another wave of them before you know it. Yeah. Just you wait. Cash Mayfield, I know they just drafted him. He'll be headlining the next deal. So don't you worry. They traded a crazy amount, an absolute wild number of players to bring in to put together what could be one of the best bullpens in baseball, right? I mean, that's kind of the idea here. To get Tanner Scott, to get Jason Adam. Now you have him. Jeremiah Stroud has been one of the best relievers since he's kind of slotted in to their late inning roles, and then Robert Suarez, one of the best closers in the league. So that's what they're going for. We knew there wasn't a whole lot to do on the position player side of things. So now you hope you get healthy and stay healthy. And you hope that by shortening the games with this awesome bullpen, you can cover up for a rotation that beyond Dylan Cease and Michael King, who's been very good, has a ton of questions still remaining with now zero depth to speak of beyond. I mean, I guess they still have, Brito and Vasquez, but classic Padres. A-. Maybe that's generous because it's so aggressive and could blow up in their face, but I think Tanner Scott's awesome, and go Padres, go.
AJ Preller has been a volatile character for some time. What happens when you take that volatile character and you force him to stare down the barrel of an uncertain future? For the very first time in his tenure for the San Diego Padres, AJ Preller's future in that job is not a given. If the Padres miss these playoffs, he could get fired. So when you take a classically unpredictable, active actor and you add a nice icing of desperation on top, you get these big time pays.
Listen,
for big time relievers.
If this dude was willing to trade the world when he had job security, are we surprised that he's willing to trade all of his top prospects for relievers at this deadline? No, I'm not. But it is interesting, right? That this is they've built this team in so many different ways over the last 5 years. And now we're seeing one that that could really work. But I think this Padres team is really good. So I think they're going to make the playoffs, and I'm really curious to see how far they can go from there. A-. We salute you, Preller, keeping us baseball podcasts very entertained.